Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a book that, well, even though it's nearly 100 years old, feels incredibly current.
Mm.
We're talking, of course, about F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Our source material gives it top marks, 5 stars.
Yeah, and it describes it really well, I think. Something like a masterful exploration of the American dream, love, wealth, and identity in 1920s America. It really nails it.
It absolutely does. So, our mission for this deep dive is basically to unpack why it still resonates, look at its insights into illusion versus reality.
Exactly, because it's so much about appearances, isn't it?
Definitely. At its core, you've got Jay Gatsby, this mysterious millionaire,
Right.
and he's throwing these huge parties, all trying to win back his old flame, Daisy Buchanan.
And we see it all through Nick Carraway's eyes,
Hmm.
Gatsby's neighbor.
Yeah, Nick, our narrator, he gets pulled into this whole world.
And those parties, they look amazing, right?
Yeah.
But they're really just, well, they're hiding something.
Hiding what, though?
Well, our sources point to this deep loneliness Gatsby has, this almost idealistic longing. It's like the parties are a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Very elaborate mask, so he becomes the symbol.
Exactly, a symbol of that unattainable dream,
Yeah.
trying to recapture the past, which, well, Fitzgerald shows us you just can't really do. Not like that anyway.
Yeah, it's incredibly poignant when you think about it. All that effort for something maybe impossible.
Right.
And that pursuit, fueled by all that money, it leads straight into the novel's critique, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Fitzgerald is really sharp here. Our deep dive highlights how he exposes the corrupting influence of wealth.
And the emptiness, the hollowness at the heart of the American upper class.
Yeah, which is why characters like Daisy and Tom Buchanan can be so frustrating.
And they really can. They seem so shallow.
But that's the point, isn't it? Their shallowness, Daisy's inability to choose, Tom's kind of brutish materialism.
Hmm.
It's all part of Fitzgerald's critique of that world, the lack of substance beneath the glitter.
Okay, so he delivers this powerful message. But how does he do it? The writing itself gets a lot of praise in our sources.
It really does. His prose is described as lyrical and evocative,
Hmm.
and the symbolism,
Yeah.
it's just packed with meaning.
Right. Let's talk about the symbols. Because they're
Mm.
not subtle, but they're so effective. The green light, for instance.
Ah, the green light at the end of Daisy's dock.
Yeah. It's more than just a light, obviously. Our sources consistently point to it as this symbol of Gatsby's hope, his dream, always just out of reach, like the American dream itself, maybe?
Precisely. It's shimmering, it's distant, it perfectly captures that unattainable quality.
And you have those eyes.
Oh, the eyes of Dr. T.J. Ecclesburg. Yeah, on the billboard.
Creepy, right? Staring out over the Valley of Ashes, they go from just being an ad to something more.
Like the eyes of God, maybe.
Hmm.
Or just this silent judgment on the moral wasteland below, a huge contrast to the parties in West Egg.
It adds this whole other layer of meaning, this depth.
Definitely. These symbols elevate the whole story. And that's why I think Gatsby still feels so relevant. It offers these really sharp insights into class, ambition, and the human condition.
Yeah, it feels like it could have been written much more recently in some ways. It captures not just the spirit of the Jazz Age, but also that sense of disillusionment.
Which never really goes away, does it?
No, it doesn't. So, wrapping this up, The Great Gatsby. It's short, you can read it pretty quickly, but it's just so profound, an undeniable classic.
It absolutely is. And it's one of those books that definitely rewards rereading and reflection. You notice new things every time.
Definitely. So maybe think about that.
Yeah.
If you go back to Gatsby, or even just look closely at something in your own life, what new layers might you find? What hidden truths might surface if you look past the glittering surface, like Nick did with Gatsby's world? Something to chew on.